come and follow us there if you haven't. We just started that last week. Co-creating miracles with Sacred Light YouTube. So come on over there and follow us. You can watch the replay there too, and we should be going live in our group as well. So happy Valentine's Day, everyone.
For sure.
We
Well,
have a special edition of our Sacred Light 7-week healing call. This is week 5. And today is our special Valentine's Day edition. So happy Valentine's Day.
oh, Claris has been giving loving, positive touch and massage to clients today. I love it.
What a great way to spend Valentine's. Either I might like to be on the receiving end of that, but it would be a special way to spend the day with your clients as well.
For sure.
So today we're going to be utilizing some of our Sacred Light Level 1 healing tools to bring healing to relationships, starting with your relationship with yourself and doing some belief work around distorted views and patterns within relationships, and then bringing in relationship healing for your primary relationship in your life. So whether that is a romantic relationship or some other relationship that comes to mind, you can choose the relationship that you'd like to receive that healing for yourself today. And just a reminder that we are teaching Sacred Light Level 1 at a really, really special price of just $297, which feels a little bit ridiculous every time we say that. That class is normally $797, but we're giving a really big discount because we have a lot of classes coming up this year, both the spring and the fall, that this class is a prerequisite for. So we wanted to make it easy if you don't have that class and you want the class itself, or you might want to join us for some of our classes that we're teaching from Tulum in April and Shasta in September. We're going to be teaching level 1 workshop style. So several hours on the 23rd, Friday the 23rd of February, and Saturday the 24th, from 11 to about 4. Could end a little bit earlier, both or one of the days. And if you are interested in that, you can check out this group if you're watching in the group, or look out for the emails that have gone out about that. If you have taken that class, you can retake it. We haven't taught it in 5 years. We've added a new healing tool for the first time in years, the Sacred Light Emotion Healing tool, and a brand new attunement for the Sacred Light class. In addition to lots of new teachings and tons of upgrades to those tools. So if you have taken it, you can retake it for $97. You can find the link for that inside the Sacred Light Level 1 classes in Kajabi. If you can't find it, you can reach out to hello@cocreatingmiracle.com. So that's coming up next week. Is that really true? Next week. Next
Yes.
next Friday and Saturday. Time is just like speeding
Yes,
by.
it is. And Patricia, that is, and anyone else who has this question, that is the Pacific time zone, 11 to 4, for the workshop, Sacred Light Level 1 classes. But we also understand that not everyone can make those live times work, since so many of you are, we're all in different time zones, and sometimes that's really difficult. So of course, as always, we will be, teaching it in such a way that it works great for self-study on your own, where you can study through the replays. And of course, it'll all be in our Kajabi library for those of you registering for Sacred Light Level 1 for easy access and all that good stuff to all the content. So
Yeah, put the link there in Zoom. And if you have taken the original level 1, that does cover your prerequisite. Yes. If you are coming to the retreat in person in Tulum, this class is included for you. So, speaking of the Tulum retreat, one of the things that we're doing on this healing call series of 7 calls is preparing those who are coming to Tulum with us, both in person and the online classes that we're going to be teaching there, which we'll be talking about a little bit more the first week of March. So, a lot of you guys have been asking, when are you going to share the link to sign up for that? That will be the first week of March. We do have a handful of spots left for the Tulum in person retreat. And we're going to start the call today sharing just a little bit about this luxury hybrid retreat and certification today, before we dive into the healing. So we're going to share about that first. Today we've been alternating sharing about the retreat and doing the healing. We've been alternating what we're doing first on these calls. Last week we did the healing first, so today we're going to share about the retreat first, briefly before we dive into the healing. So this Sacred Light Tulum luxury retreat is happening April 11th through the 16th. This is less than 2 months away already. Can't believe it. It seems like we just booked this resort, but we're already coming up. It's going to be here before we know it, and we have a handful of spots still open. This is truly, I mean, this morning we were talking about our excursions and kind of organizing that a little bit. And it is truly a once in a lifetime adventure. And we, let us just say that we have really, truly spared no expense with this retreat. So even though this particular experience is a larger investment, say, than our Shasta retreats, the value of this whole experience vastly exceeds the investment. So just like those of you who know us and have come to know and appreciate all of the things that we offer and how above and beyond we go with everything, this is definitely no exception. We always offer a high value for the investment, and those of you who are coming or feeling called to come to join us in person with Tulum, you are going to walk away transformed, renewed, and with some incredible lifetime memories, and some incredible photos too, because one of our best, dearest friends, Stephanie Cristalli, who's an award-winning photographer here in Seattle, she's joining us, and she's going to be taking pictures of everything. So we're really excited about that. We wanted to talk about our second big excursion day. We've just finalized some of the details and booked some of these things for those of us who are joining us. And I put together a little few photos. So if you want to talk a little bit about that while I pull up the photos.
Yeah. So we've been sharing quite a bit about our first sort of excursion. We have two kind of days of our 5-day, well, it's a 5-night, 6-day retreat in Tulum. And so we have days that are really dedicated to the focus of teaching those Sacred Light certification courses, levels 2, 3, and 4. And then we also have 2 days that are completely dedicated to fun and play and experiences that hold healing, as well as just a lot of different things for you, really. And so we've shared quite a bit about the first excursion, which is the sound healing in Tulum, that we're going to be experiencing inside of a cenote, where there's going to be a fire ceremony, cacao ceremony, special lunch that's curated for us there, and just an all-around amazing experience. And our day 2, we've known, basically what we're going to be doing on that day, but we haven't shared a ton about it because we've still been kind of finalizing those details. So as you can see here, one of our major events of the day for our second excursion day of this retreat is visiting the Tulum ruins, which is up sort of cliffside of the Caribbean Sea, as you can see there, an above view, beautiful. And we're also going to be walking, spending time in the ruins there. There's several sites to kind of move between and experience that are part of the Tulum ruins there. And then as you can see, there's direct access to the Tulum beach below. And thus, the kind of second part of our excursion day, which is going to be time on the beach itself. And also we will be taking time to swim with the turtles out there, which are plentiful and accessible right out in front of the Tulum ruins. So you have the ruins in the background while you're out on the beach and in the sea, and even having the opportunity to swim with turtles. And then we'll also be going into the town a bit to spend time on this same day to have a really wonderful lunch there at a recommended restaurant and for local fare that's supposed to be amazing. And you'll also have time to, visit shops and, you know, kind of take time to see what you would like to see for a portion of that day in our afternoon.
So we'll be spending a couple of hours having lunch, and there's a lot to explore here in what's called the Hotel Zone in Tulum. And this is one of the landmarks that is kind of known in this area. It's called the Big Lady. That's not the official name. I forget the official name. I've been here, and it's a really cool spot to have your picture taken. It is a little bit more touristy than I anticipated. Coming here to take my picture, you had to stand in line, but it was worth it to me. I stood in line for maybe 15 minutes or something. I think it cost $3 or something. But that's one of the landmarks that's known here. There's also a lot of really cool shops and a lot of photo opportunities in this area for those of you who like that kind of thing.
Bring your
And
selfie stick.
bring your selfie stick. That's right. And Stephanie will be with us taking lots of pictures. There's also some really good restaurants. There's a beautiful beach here that we can access through some of the restaurants and the hotels. You have to go through there to get to them. But we'll spend a couple of hours here kind of on, breaking up on our own to do whatever you guys want to do there, just to give you that opportunity to explore that area. And then we will go on our turtle excursion after that, swimming with the turtles, and then we will go back to the beautiful Kabaloom resort that we have the whole place booked out, which is we're pretty excited about spending time there. So we'll be going back there, having the chef curated dinner that is prepared for us. And we've reserved this entire Kabaloom resort, and this is situated in a remote sacred Mayan jungle just outside of Tulum. Kabaloom was built in harmony with the nature around it. There's a lot of land that this sits on to explore. Every element of the property was carefully curated to create a special container that holds the privacy and energy needed for world-class events. Experience the nature and natural elements and magic that surrounds us. Kabaloom is a home for leaders and their groups. So we're really thrilled to be able to have that space to commune with everybody who's joining us. We're going to be teaching from there. It's going to be magical. And if you just join us for the online, classroom portion of it, you will be saturated in that energy as well. So it's going to be, as we said, once in a lifetime opportunity.
For sure.
All right. So if you're interested in joining us for the retreat, or
we have about 5 spots left, so we're getting down to the wire on that one.
yeah, and I'm going to put the link for that for the retreat itself here in the comments on Zoom if you want to learn a little bit more, or if you are ready to register. We've still got the 2 payment option available. The investment is $4,500. If you have either Sacred Light level 2 or 3, you get $250 discount on
Each
for
one.
each of those. So if you have both of them, you get a $500 discount. If that applies to you, just reach out to us at hello@co-creatingmiracle.com, and we'll get you that a discount code.
Yeah.
Um,
And just keeping in mind too that if this retreat is calling you and you need Sacred Light Level 1, whether it's updates or the class itself, because you've never taken it before, that is also included if you're coming to the retreat. So
yeah.
those of you that are already coming to the retreat, you're going to notice early next week that you have been added to that course in your Kajabi library. So we
Mhm.
haven't done that yet, but if that's on your mind, it's coming. You're not forgotten.
Yeah.
And that applies to all who, if you decide to join us for the retreat, you will be joining us for Sacred Light Level 1 as something included.
Yeah. So in addition to everything else that we talked about and more that we haven't shared today, the retreat also includes full certification and training for Sacred Light Level 1 that we're teaching next week. And then from the retreat, at the retreat, we'll be teaching levels 2, 3, and the brand new level 4. So
And that's why we
it,
call it a hybrid retreat, right? Because it's about so many things. But when we think retreat, we think excursions, we think relaxation, we may think, healing, and the different things that can come with retreats that are self-care, self-nurturing, and all of that. And we have all of that in abundance, but it's also an opportunity to be trained in these certifications live in person with Alicia and I. So we're excited to, one of our favorite things about these retreats is the time that we get to really connect with those of you that are part of our soul group. We know so many of you as online connections, friends, our practitioner groups and different things, but it's so amazing when we get to actually connect in person. And so that's one of the things that's like a true joy for us, and we really look forward to that part of the retreats. That's like one of the biggest highlights for Alicia and I. So
we get to combine all of our favorite things,
we do.
our teaching, spending time in person with the people that we love and enjoy. I mean, we have so much fun when we're together. Kim and I, so I mean, we just our friendship has been one of the major, things about our friendship has been fun. So we make everything when we're in person together. It's just super fun. And
Mhm.
the level of connection, when we're together in person is it's just different than we can do online.
Yeah.
It just really is. And then travel, travel is one of our favorite things.
Yeah.
And so we get to combine
Experiencing
all of
areas
that.
and experiencing geographical locations on the planet that hold, intensified sort of those vortices of energy, right? Where spiritual energies and frequencies are um, more accessible and so incredibly activating, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
and doing these classes from, a sacred place on this planet where there's portals that are open, and it really adds something.
it
It really
does.
truly does. Tracy's asking if we have any practitioners in the UK. We have many practitioners in the UK. In fact, we have at least one person joining us for the retreat from the UK.
Two. We have two joining us
Two.
for the
I knew
retreat.
there was more than one.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah, Claire's here with us. She's joining us.
Oh,
Uh,
and Arun. Yeah, that's right.
yeah,
Two.
I know.
Yeah.
So we're super excited about that. And I just want to answer a quick question here that I'm seeing too. Jane was asking so she just recently signed up for both of my energetic allergy healing certification courses and is wondering, would the Sacred Light Level 1 work well with them? Well, that is a resounding yes. So as Alicia and I often share, but Jane is newer to our work here, to coming in here. So a lot of what is part of our individual modalities, mine, energetic allergy healing, Alicia's sacred soul alignment, it has roots in foundational pieces um, in the Sacred Light Level 1 tools that we're going to be teaching here. So they partner perfectly with all of the other tools that any of you are practicing, that you're trained in, that is sacred soul alignment or energetic allergy healing. They're the perfect complement. And they're amazing tools to help you kind of dig and go deeper in places where we often do need it. So these are tools that are very relevant to have on your own, as well as being taught kind of the whys, the whens, the hows, that we can use them. And that is often needed to really address some of the pieces that are holding the roots of a problem or a challenge or an issue kind of in place, making it more stubborn. So that's how we work with these tools a lot, and we'll be teaching that. So I know, Jane, you're pretty saturated, just diving into all of that right now. So what I would say, though, is that the Sacred Light Level 1 tools, we are, since we're teaching it live, and it's been 5 years since we've done that, and you want to have that experience, then this would be a good time for that. And also the price we're offering at is we're a little bit astonished by the price we're offering it at. So it's a good time to grab it, even if it's something you're coming back to later, right? Because you're steeped in other trainings right now. So that's what I would say about that. But I just wanted to speak to that really quickly.
Good. Yeah, Lark says I'm finding these tools can weave really well with other tools in my spiritual toolbox as well. Absolutely.
Love it.
And
Yes.
she says anyone starting with either of you should absolutely jump on this offer. It's a
Thank you.
it's really a phenomenal way to come into any of our certification pathways. It is by far the lowest investment of any certification that we have or will ever offer. Most of our other certifications start around $1,000, so and go up from there. So
Yeah,
awesome.
I just want to mention too that Lark is also just expressing that these tools work really well with other tools in her toolbox. So, so many of you as healers have other trainings, other certifications, and other modalities that you've kind of acquired and worked through and over the years. Not just sacred soul alignment or energetic allergy healing or sacred light, right? So thank you for speaking to that too, Lark, because they work really complementary with anything that you're doing to bring healing to yourself and others. Good. So is there anything else you want to share about the retreat before we jump into the healing?
I don't think so. I mean, we're just really excited about it. We can't wait to be there, and we can't wait to see everyone who's joining us.
And we just have those 5 spots left. So if that's you, jump in. And also, we do have a 2 payment option that's still available. So that's going to need to disappear here pretty soon. Our intention with retreats is to have those paid in full, as before we get
By
started.
the
So
time we get there,
by the
yeah.
time we get there. Yeah, so right now there's still a 2 payment plan option, which could may be helpful. Good. And please do reach out to us if you have retreat questions, since those spots are limited, and we want to make sure that we prioritize your questions. If you have those and need those answered, to make a decision.
Yes.
All right.
All
Good.
right. So we have a hard stop today at noon. So let's dive into the healing. We're going to be working with our Sacred Light Healing container that we set up on call 1, where we also connected with the ancient Mayan wisdom and Arcturian frequencies. And just a reminder of what we've done. This is all available to you as the replays from each of the calls. You can find those in our group, Co-Creating Miracles with Kimberly and Alicia, in the guides section. So we set up the container on call 1, connected in with those energies. On call 2, we focused on ancestral and past life trauma healing. Call 3 was our childhood trauma healing edition. Call 4 last week was our purification and energetic upgrades edition. So again, you can find those in our group. If you're not in our group, you can find them all on my YouTube. We'll eventually get them over into the Co-Creating Miracles YouTube, but we haven't done that yet. So right now they're on my YouTube. You can search my name on YouTube and just look under the live tab. That's where they are. So, today for our relationship and love edition, we're going to be working with our Sacred Light Level 1 tools to bring deep and expansive healing to relationships, relationship patterns, and distorted love patterns. We'll be working with the Sacred Light Relationship Healing tool, of course, and also doing a bit of belief clearing and feeling downloads to support you in these areas. So, what a perfect day to bring healing with this focus. Today's Valentine's Day. This can really, bring up so many wounds and unhealed trauma and negative love and relationship patterns that can come up to the surface on days like this. So when we planned out these healing calls and we saw that we were going to be doing one of them on Valentine's Day, we knew that this was the perfect opportunity to do this type of healing.
Mhm. So we've shared about the Sacred Light Level 1 tools pretty deeply kind of throughout our time together throughout this Sacred Light Healing series. And then also some of you were with us, maybe even all of you, were with us on the for the master class that we also taught last week, titled The Heart of Healing. And we got to really give a close-up look at the healing tools that make up Sacred Light Level 1 certification course. So we've shared about the Sacred Light Relationship Healing Tool, the description of that. Since this is a big focus of ours today, though, we'll go ahead and share that description again so you have that really fresh in your mind, including some of the downloads that are actually a part of this particular healing tool, just to help you, really connect to you know, what this tool is really bringing in for you and helping you to resolve and dissolve within you. So we'll share about that here. And but yes, just that little reminder that if you missed that master class and you're like, you really want to know the ins and outs of the Sacred Light healing tools from that level 1 course, especially since we're teaching it next week, you want to please find that. We did send out the replay if you're on our email list, and it's on our YouTube channel, as Alicia mentioned, and it's in our Facebook group, Co-Creating Miracles with Kimberly and Alicia. So many places to find that. So the relationship healing tool, every time we work with this tool, it's helping us to clean up distorted energies within our relationship connections, okay? But it's also bringing healing to you in general as well. So we're going to work with this tool 2 ways today. But the kind of the focus or the intention of this tool, again, cleaning up distorted energy patterns, and also, with the intention that it's helping us to open to being able to feel, create, attract, and maintain relationships that ultimately are more loving and harmonious. So the Sacred Light Relationship Healing goes deep into dissolving shock, trauma, chaos, even curse type energies, negative hooks, cords, and attachments, as well as other energy patterns that are often necessary to identify and clear, like oath, vow, and contract type energies, that we can be holding within our relationship connections that are outdated, keeping us stuck in painful relationship patterns. So it's clearing all of these low vibrational energies that have been accumulated from our multi-dimensional sort of existence, if you will. So all lifetimes, timelines, realities, dimensions of all shared life experiences between 2 or more people. So that's that relationship piece. And anything that it's clearing for you personally is also clearing on all those same levels, and in the same ways as well. So it focuses on a specific group of oaths, vows, and contracts that we commonly hold. For example, oaths, vows, and contracts to have to, to be obligated. This oath, vow, and contract type energies can create that heavy, burdensome, like obligation type of energy, like to have to fix someone else, or to be responsible for someone else, or to be obligated to heal someone else, possibly even to sacrifice yourself for someone else. or to take on or hold and process someone else's pain, their trauma, their suffering, maybe their illness, um, or any other like low vibrational emotions. We can have those vows and contracts to allow, accept, or inflict different forms of control, or abuse, manipulation, or to repeat patterns that are harmful from other soul incarnations and other realities um, of experience as well. So it's dissolving and resolving hooks, cords, and attachments and tethers within the relationship or connection with ease. It's clearing trauma and other energies from timelines of experiences within a relationship where we have experienced things like abuse, abandonment, loss, rejection, repression, manipulation, abuse of power, really, as well as the energy of grief within the connection that may be there from these types of experiences. It's also unwinding and clearing all of this through all time, dimensions, realities, going back to that point of origin or creation to clear and heal those patterns and restore harmony and those kind of points of sacred power that may have been lost in specific relationships. Where we've given that away. We're guided to bring in additional downloads for this healing tool to assist you in creating more loving and healthy relationships moving forward. And we're going to share a few of those with you here. Like, for example, I know how to be in relationship to and with others without guilt, without shame, without unworthiness and self-punishment. I release guilt, shame, and unworthiness with ease and in harmless ways. I know how to create and experience positive relationships that are in alignment with the highest aspects of me, right? That allow me to grow and evolve through kind of heart and soul compassion and love. I know how to create and experience relationships that align me with my highest path, my highest potential as a sovereign being. I know what it feels like and how to release relationships that are outdated, that are no longer serving me, or that are creating traps, ruts, or blocks in my body and in my life and in my energy, of course, because everything's always energy first, right? And then it shows up in our reality, whether it's our physical body or manifesting in our lives. I am always safe, allowed to release relationships and relationship patterns that are outdated, no longer serving me or creating blocks and problems in my body and life and relationships. I am worthy of loving relationships that are based in mutual love, respect, joy, harmony, honor, and compassion. I know how to connect with this person, place, or thing, really, because you can use this tool for more than just your relationship with a person. We teach about that in class. So I know how to connect with this person, place, or thing from my divine aspects perspective. So from that higher self point of view. This healing returns power and soul fragments that have been lost in this relationship. So you can become more whole and, more in your sovereign, sacred power each time you work with this important healing tool. It also calls in a divine blessing of love and forgiveness from creator, source, for each involved in this relationship. So very beautiful energy as well that comes in, as well as, a powerhouse to clear out what needs to be released. And then again, as with all of the work that we do, all of the tools that we've created, everything that's happening from the healing is being rewritten within your soul's Akash, your Akashic records, and replaced with source, creator, unconditional love. So and just a reminder too, again, we shared about this in the masterclass we did about the sacred light tools, but when we do a download, a feeling download, it's not just bringing in a new positive belief, which yes, that it is doing that, but it's bringing in also what it feels like to have that, to be that, to live that way. And feeling something is a necessary key to creation, right? To creating our reality. So if we don't know what something feels like, it's going to be really difficult, perhaps impossible, to create that in our lives. So this tool is working with that, and then it's also bringing in not just to know what something feels like, bringing in that new positive belief, what that feels like in our body, in our heart, but it's also bringing in that it's safe for you to have that, to live that way or believe that way, that you have permission, that you're allowed, because these are often blocks to uh, fully anchoring a new belief system. Okay, so it's bringing in that you're allowed to, you have permission, you know what it feels like, you're safe, and that it's possible. Sometimes we think, "Oh, it's just not possible," or it's not possible for me, right? Maybe someone else, but not me. And then it brings everything in with creator perspective for you. So you have that new download from the highest perspective, and it brings it all into the present moment, that you know that you're already living this way now. So bringing it into the now moment. So all of those things make the Sacred Light Intention Download Healing Tool that we use, that's part of Sacred Light Level 1, a really powerful tool that brings quick and tangible results for people. So I just wanted to talk about that for a minute. And and that, everything that we're talking about right there, that's all in one healing tool. So you're going to receive that today. You're going to work with that tool in 2 different ways today. And we also have some more things in store for you to really work on your relationship with love itself, in a sense, and to help support you in the creation of healthier, more harmonious relationships, and releasing what's not serving you. So let's dive into the healing so that we make sure we get all of this in for you here today. We have a kind of a hard stop here at noon today, Pacific time. And I'm going to record this part separate, Alicia. And I'm going to do that now. Oh, somehow I'm already recording and I didn't realize that. I think it says stop recording or pause recording. So should I stop it real quick and restart it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happened, but I'm going to do this over here. Perfect. So if you're not in a comfortable spot, you want to find that for yourself right now, and where you can have some quiet for just a few minutes here, get comfortable. And we're going to work with the connection meditation here, a shortened version, just to get you grounded in your heart, really connected to your higher guidance systems. And that's the perfect place to be to do healing work. So we're going to get right to it here. So you can close your eyes if that feels comfortable and drop down into your heart. Right? Really begin to place your focus and awareness on your heart. And we invite you to begin to breathe longer, deeper breaths, finding a 5-second inhale and a 5-second exhale if you can. Nice, deep, rhythmic breathing. And imagine that you're breathing as if you're breathing in and out of your heart. So you really begin to feel the partnership between your breath and your heart. Just breathing deeply, focusing on your heart. Beautiful. So continue, please, to focus on your heart space. Continue breathing those longer and deeper breaths. And we're going to work on getting grounded through the heart here. Okay, so as you breathe, you can begin to place your focus and awareness on the connection within you between your heart and the heart of Gaia, our beautiful Mother Earth. It's connecting in with the heart chakra of Gaia, that beautiful golden love light found in the heart chakra of our Earth. And as you connect in here, that heart-to-heart connection, really feeling into that, connecting in with that golden love light. Just hold the intention to anchor yourself in here, heart to heart with Gaia. And as you do, you may sense or feel how that golden love light from the heart of Gaia is amplifying in your own heart. It's lighting up your heart. It's expanding your heart space. Beautiful. And continuing those longer, deeper breaths through your heart, just begin to place your focus and awareness on the connection within you between your heart and the heart of your higher self. Allowing each breath to connect you in deeply, heart to heart, with the highest aspect of you that you can access in this moment. And holding the intention to anchor yourself in here. Beautiful. And continuing these beautiful, deep breaths, breathing as if you're breathing through your heart. Beginning now to place your focus and awareness on the connection within you between your heart and the heart of Creator, heart of Source. Becoming aware of that beautiful iridescent source love light as you expand deeply into this heart-to-heart connection. Holding the intention to anchor yourself in here, heart to heart with Creator, a source of source light. Good. And just noticing how as you do that, that iridescent source love light is amplifying in your heart. It too is lighting up your heart, expanding your heart space. Good. And just noticing how all of this light in your heart is glowing so brightly, continuing to expand your heart space, opening your heart chakra in the front and also in the back between your shoulder blades. And it continues to expand with every breath, filling your entire body, lighting up every cell of your body. Expanding out from your physical body now, filling your entire toroidal field so that you are in the center of a ball of light that's about 12 feet in diameter. And it's vibrating, it's glowing with all of these amazing highest light, highest love frequencies. Pure creation energy. Beautiful. And just holding the intention here to stay anchored, really grounded into all of this light and into these essential connections as we move into our healing.
Good. So we're going to be working with our container that we set up in our first call. And if this is the first time you've joined us, just know that you are being brought into that container. And just reconnecting in with that beautiful sacred space that we created together. And running Sacred Light Open here to get all of the technologies on board, opening your energy field. Good. We're going to start with running the Sacred Light Relationship Healing for yourself. So all parts and aspects of yourself receiving this healing for you. So Divine Love and Light, running the Sacred Light Relationship Healing for everyone here and everyone who will receive this throughout all time. Divine Love and Light, Creator, change it. And just highlighting a couple of the downloads that are part of this tool, because sometimes when we bring awareness to what is happening, what you're receiving, it really opens you up to deeper healing. So in Divine Love and Light, this is downloading, I release guilt, shame, and unworthiness with ease in harmless ways. And I know how to be in relationship to and with others without guilt, shame, and unworthiness and punishment. I know how to create and experience positive, high vibrational relationships that are in alignment with the highest aspects of me. I know how to create and experience relationships that align with my highest path and highest potential. I know what it feels like and how to release relationships that are outdated or no longer serving me. And I am safe and allowed to release these relationships and all relationship patterns that are outdated or no longer serving me or creating pain in my life. And I'm worthy of relationships that are based on mutual love, respect, joy, harmony, honor, and compassion. And I know how to connect with this person, place, or thing from my divine aspect perspective, my higher self perspective. So downloading all of this now. Divine love and light, creator, change it. And now we're going to bring in some um, extra healing using all of our sacred light tools to take this work even further.
Good. So we're going to be running several of the level 1 tools, running the Sacred Light Belief Healing, Oathbound Contract Healing, Sacred Light Purification Healing, Sacred Light Energy Implant and Portal Healing to clear distorted relationship and love patterns, starting with a pretty large group of beliefs or programming that so many hold about what love is, that is distorted, right? That's actually false and really based more in fear versus love. So, and just keeping in mind how our beliefs about ourselves, about life, about others, which would include relationships and which would include love, play a huge role in what's creating our reality that we're experiencing, right? So we're working with all of those tools in Divine Love and Light here to clear quite a few things. And I'm just going to start bringing them in here. Okay, so running all of those tools, Sacred Light tools here to clear anywhere that to love is to actually hate or be hated. Anywhere love is to fear or be feared or to feel afraid. Anywhere that love is to feel shame or ashamed or to shame others. Anywhere that to love is to be or feel criticized or to criticize others. To anywhere it's to be or feel cruel, or be treated cruelly. Anywhere it's to be or feel judged, or to just judge others. Anywhere that love is to be or feel blamed or to blame others. Anywhere that to love is to feel aloof or apathetic or to be argumentative, or to argue, right? Anywhere it's to be or feel arrogant. Anywhere to love is to be or feel abstinent or absent, or feel that others are absent for you. Anywhere that to love is to avoid, to hide, or to feel avoided or to avoid others. Anywhere that to love is to feel or be belittled or to belittle others, or to feel or be betrayed or to betray others, to feel or be blamed or to blame others. Anywhere that to love is to create chaos, to feel chaos or to create chaos or confusion. Anywhere that to love is to feel guilty or to make others feel guilty. Anywhere that to love is to feel angry, or to anger others. Anywhere that to love is to feel unforgiven, or be unforgiving towards others. Anywhere that to love is to feel bitter. Anywhere it's to feel or be brutal, or be brutalized by others. Anywhere that that to love is to be or feel demeaned or to demean others, belittle others, put others down, or to have that treatment, to experience that ourselves. Anywhere that to love is to be or feel denied or to deny others. Anywhere it's to be or feel dependent or create dependency or codependency in relationship with others. Anywhere it's to love is to feel or be depressed or create depression in relationship with others. Anywhere it's to be or feel deprived or create deprivation within our relationships with others. Anywhere that to love is to be or feel discontented, disconnected, disrespected, even. Anywhere that to love is to feel distanced or create distance in relationship with others, to feel divided or create division in relationships, or to feel dominated or to dominate others, to feel or create drama in our relationships with others. Anywhere that to love is to feel empty, or anywhere love is emptiness or equals emptiness. Anywhere that to love is to feel at fault or to find fault in others. And anywhere that to love is to feel or be broken, or to break others or make others feel broken. And let's see here. That's a couple of more here, and then we're going to wrap this up. But let's clear also anywhere that love is to be or feel heartless, or to be treated heartlessly, or to treat others in a heartless manner. Anywhere that love is to be or feel helpless, or to make others feel helpless. Anywhere that to love is to be or feel disempowered, to give your power away to others. And anywhere that it is to be or feel trapped, repressed, or suppressed, or make others in our relationships feel that way or have that experience. So we're clearing all of that, all of those patterns, all of that programming. And using the tools that we're working with, we're clearing more than just that. We're clearing connected emotions, connected oaths, vows, and contracts, connected trauma, just to name a few things that are also clearing. So clearing all of that now with the Sacred Light tools, create or change it.
Wow. That is a lot.
And we hold these patterns from our experiences of what was modeled to us of what love is as children, or what's in our DNA from what was modeled to our mothers and our grandfathers, and so on and so forth. So this is actually really important work when we're looking to experience love in its truest, purest forms, which is what we all desire, right? On that heart, soul level, it's what we're seeking, and it's what we deserve. So it's important work.
Yeah, so we're going to support that, all of that belief clearing with some downloads. So we're using the Sacred Light Level 1 Intention download, remembering that it's coming from all of the perspectives that Kim shared earlier before we started the healing. So in Divine Love and Light, downloading, I understand, know, and whole creator or source definition, perspective, and understanding of love, of compassion, of joy, of aligned connection, of harmony, of abundance, of relationships, of healing. And I release anything that I'm holding that is not in alignment with any of that, with any of those perspectives. I know what it feels like, and I know how to love myself and be loved at every age. So remembering this is really working across all time. So this is going back to your baby self, to your toddler self, to your child, your teenage self at every age throughout your life, and every age forward in the future, in every season, every year, in every moment of time, in every stage of development of life, in the present moment. Even if or when other people that I am connected to are not able to do this for themselves at this time. So not allowing ourselves to be pulled into other people's dense or traumatic experiences or belief programming. So let's go ahead and download all of that using the Sacred Light Intention download. Do I live in light, create, or change it? Good. On this download, I trust myself. I know what it feels like. I know how to totally and unconditionally accept and love myself. I know what it feels like to love myself more and more every day. Such an important part of love is the love that we have and give to ourselves. I am safe and protected to open myself to love, and I do this now with ease. I am safe and protected when I give and receive love. So important. Really, really important to have that perspective because so many of us wall ourselves up because we don't feel safe or protected to give or receive love. So let's download all of that. This is clearing also anything in the way of being able to believe and feel this way. So downloading all of this in divine love and light, create or change it. Good. So just taking a moment before we run the relationship healing one more time for you with a relationship in your life, just to feel how expansive your heart feels right now, how much more you feel able to love yourself, to love others, to receive love. We're going to bring in the Sacred Light relationship healing again for you with your primary relationship. So if you have a romantic relationship in your life, focusing on that person. If you don't, focusing on a primary relationship that you would like to receive healing for today, or if you are called or guided to bring a different relationship in than your romantic relationship, focusing on that one relationship. If you want to receive healing for another one, you can come back and listen to the replay, but focusing on one person, one relationship. So in Divine Love and Light, running the Sacred Light relationship healing for each individual here, live or anytime in the future, with that primary relationship, holding that person, that one person in your mind, in Divine Love and Light, creator, change it. And allowing that healing to really sink in deep, going into all of the parts and aspects of that relationship, all of the connections between you and this individual, across all lifetimes, all timelines where this relationship has or does exist. Good. And we're going to anchor all of this in. This has been a lot of healing in a short amount of time. You can come back and watch the replay. We recommend it. So anchoring all of this in with Sacred Light close in Divine Love and Light, creator, change it. Good. We'd love to hear how you're feeling. Good. We will provide that recording for those of you who are joining us in Tulum. And I really worked on bending time at the beginning of the healing because I was like, there is no way we're going to get all this done in less than 20 minutes, but we did it. Bending time really works. It is noon, and I have a client, a beautiful private client who's watching right now. So, Wingfield, I will see you over in our Zoom call in just a minute. Everyone else, thank you for joining us. Happy Valentine's Day. We will see you next week, same time, same place. We have 2 more of these calls before we finish out our 7-week healing series, and then we're going to have a masterclass the first week of March. So lots coming up here for you guys. If you're interested in Tulum, joining us there in person, please reach out or follow the links to check it out. We're sending you all so much love on Valentine's Day and every day. We love you all.
Yeah, so much love to all of you. Enjoy the rest of your day or evening, wherever you are in the world. And we look forward to seeing you for call 6 next Wednesday, right? Same time, same place.
Right, everyone.
And
Much
also,
love.
and if you didn't say it before, Alicia, I didn't know if you got to say this or not, but our next 2 and our 2 final calls that are part of this healing series will be focusing on Sacred Light Level 4 tools, which are health focused. So
Yeah, we're excited about that. Unveiling some brand new tools.
yes, so looking forward to sharing those with you, and we'll see you next week.
All right. Bye for